Hi Amazers, welcome back to today's video. We'll be looking at factors and multiples, and if you haven't watched the previous video, please do so. We covered the lesson on fractions, addition and subtraction. So let's get into it, and while at it, remember to like the video, subscribe and share with the people you think this video will be of benefit. So let's start with factors. So let's define what is a factor. So these are two numbers multiplied together to give another number. So two numbers multiplied together to give another number. So for example, if we have the number as 10, the number is 10. So what are two factors of 10? We have 1 and 1 times 10. So 1 and 10 are factors. We have 2 and 5. So the factors of 10 are 1, 2, 5 and 10. So these ones we call them factors. So now we know what are factors. We can start with the pairs of factors. So basically pair means two. So when you go to the shop to buy, maybe when you go to the supermarket to buy a pair of shoes, you're given two shoes. So we know that pair exists as two. So we can do all the factors of 45, and we always start with 1 and the number itself. So 1 and 45. So that's a pair of factors. Another pair, so they come in two. We can do 3 times 15 gives you 45. And the last one we have is 5 times 9. So this one has 3 pairs of factors. Okay, let's go to 36. How many pairs of factors does 36 have? Definitely 1 and 36. Then 2 times 18. Then 3 times 12. 4 times 9 and 6 times 6. So all these are pairs of factors. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It has 5 pairs of factors. Now we go to the next one, which is HCF. Let's take a fun fact break. Did you know this about the polar bear? HCF stands for highest common factor. We need to pick the highest number that appears in 3, 6 and 12. So let's start with the factors of 3. We have 1 times 3. Factors of 6, we have 1 times 6 and 2 times 3. Factors of 12, we have 1 and 12, 2 times 6, 3 times 4. And please don't mind any background noise. I hope you're able to hear me loud and clear. So now let's circle the one that is common, and we can never circle 1 because it's the least number. So the next common number I can see here, we have, let me use a different color. We have 3, 3 and 3. There's no other highest common factor, so this one HCF would be 3. Number 2, 15, HCF of 15, 18 and 20. So let's do the factors of 15, 1 and 15. 3 times table, you have 3 times 5, and that's it. 18, we have 1 and 18, 2 and 9, 3 and 6. For 30, we have 1 and 30, 2 times 15, 3 times 10, and 5 times 6. There's no other pair of factor. So now let's circle the highest number. I can see we have 3, 3, 3. And then we have 5 there, no. So the highest common factor would be 3 again. Okay, because 5 is here, there's no 5. Yeah. So the answer would be 3. Now the last one on HCF, we have 30. And by the way, pause the video and see whether you can try to get the answer by yourself. So 30 we have, again, I'll just copy out these factors. We have 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 10, 5 and 6. For 35 we have 1 times 35, 5 times 7, and that is it. Then let's do the factors of 70. 1 and 70, 2 times 35, 5 times 14, and the last one is 7 times 10. Now let's see which one is the common number. I can see there's 5, 5, 5, and yeah, that's it. So 5 is the highest common factor for 30, 35 and 70. I hope you guys are understanding everything. Now we can move on to the last topic, which is multiples. So we'll start with the definition of multiples. They are numbers you obtain by multiplying a certain number. So the keyword here is a certain number with an integer. An integer is a non-fraction. So integer could be, for example, we have 1, 2, 3, and so forth. But it should be a non-fraction. So for example, we can say the certain number is 5. So we multiply it by an integer, maybe 1, the same certain number. So we're keeping the same consistent number, times 2, times 3, so 5, 10, 15, and so forth. So these are called multiples of 5. Now let's look at LCM, which means least common multiple. So we're doing multiples. Number 1, we have 7 and 9. So we need to do all the multiples of 7. So we can start with the 7, 7, 14. And multiples is just repetition, addition of the same number. So 14 plus 7, 21 plus 7, 28, 35, 42, 49, 56, and 63. We can do the 9 times table. So repetition, addition of 9. 9, 18 plus 9 is 27, 36, 45, 54, and 63. So I can see we have a common number. So here we are looking at the list. We look at the list, which list number appears in both of them. 63. So LCM of 7 and 9 is 63. Number 2, we have 3 and 4. So we do LCM of 3. Sorry, we do the multiples of 3, 3, 6, 9, 12. We do the multiples of 4. We have 4, 8, and 12. No need to continue because I can see we have a common multiple there. So the answer is 12. The second last number, we're gonna try three numbers. So 15, 25, and 30. So we do the LCM of 15, which is 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90. 90 plus 10 is 100, so 105 plus 15. 105 plus 5 is 110, so 120. 25, we have 25 plus 25, 50 plus 25, 75, 100, 125, 150. So maybe we continue this one. 120 plus 5, that is 125, 135, and 150. Now let's do the multiples of 30. 30. So multiples of 30, you could just do the 3 times table, but you add a 0. So 6, 9, 12, 15. So the least common number is 150. Therefore the answer is 150. In conclusion, we have 6, 5, and 2. So let's do the multiple of 6, 6, 12, 18. Let's do the multiples of 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. We can add this one. 18 plus 6 is 24, plus 6, 30. Multiples of 2, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 24, 26, 28, and 30. So the LCM of 6, 5, and 2 is 30. Now we can say 30. My apologies, 21 is not a part of the 2 times table. That marks the end of our session today. So please, I want to give you some homework to do. Test yourself, see whether you've understood the concept. So do the LCM of 6, 5, and 2, 7, and 8. Do the HCF of 45 and 90, 21 and 28. And at a later day, I'm going to record a video LCM using the table method, yeah? And shout out to Kathy and Jerry for requesting these videos. I hope they were beneficial. See you later. Bye-bye.